Welcome to Kat Sara Yoga. I'm Kat and this is Yoga to Rise and Shine. It's especially good if, like me, you tend to take a while to wake up in the morning. We're going to start lying down nice and slow and rise up, bringing our energy up, ready for a productive and happy day. Enjoy the class.
Come down via your side onto your mat. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees in and rock side to side, giving your lower back a lovely massage. Make sure face and jaw are relaxed and feel the earth underneath you, feeling grounded. With one hand on each knee, circle your knees, feeling this massaging the flesh all around the base of the spine at the sacrum. And circle the other way. This feels so good on a stiff and achy lower back, which you might have first thing in the morning. Massaging those muscles against the earth. Hug your knees in again. And you can stay like this or for a little bit of extra challenge. Draw your tummy in, lift your pelvic floor, and close the gap at the front of the body, lowest rib to inner hips. Nose will come towards the knee and then release shoulders and head gently back down. Ground your feet to the floor. Shuffle your shoulders down your back away from your ears. Palms face up. Exhale, roll your head to one side. Inhale, the head back to center. Exhale, roll your head to the other side. And inhale back to center. Continue with your breath very relaxed. The head just rolls in a most relaxed way. The movement floating on the breath. Make this the last round, inhaling your head back to center. Make sure your feet are a little bit wider than hip distance apart. On your next exhalation, let your knees flop over to one side and inhale them back to center. Exhale over to the other side and inhale back to center. You will need a little bit of core strength as you continue with this movement, using your core, so drawing the tummy in, lifting the pelvic floor to help draw the knees back to the center on the inhale, and exhale, try and let that movement over to the side be fairly controlled. So inhaling knees to center, exhaling knees to the side. So you'll feel a gentle side stretch, outer hip stretch. You might like to bring your arms out to shoulder height, palms face up like a T shape, just to help open out through the chest a little more. Maybe feel that side stretch a little bit more. This is called windscreen wipers. Your thighs look like windscreen wipers as they go side to side. A little bit of core engagement needed. Tummy drawn in to control the movement. Really nice. Gentle twist for the lower spine, warming up the muscles of your body. Make this the last round. Come back to center and hug your knees in. Gentle rock side to side. Ground your feet down. Lift your bottom and shift it to the left of the mat. Then let your knees fall to the right in the opposite direction to which you shifted your hips. The arms are out at shoulder height again, palms facing upwards. Turn to look at your left hand, take a nice deep breath in and drawing the tummy and lifting the pelvic floor. Sweep your left hand up and over, bringing palms to touch so you're laying on your side. Inhale, sweeping that top hand back out into the open twist. And exhale, sweeping the top arm up and over, bringing palms to touch. You will need a little bit of core engagement, tummy drawing in, pelvic floor lifted, to allow you to get your palms all the way to touch. And then finally, just resting in the open twist for a few breaths. Relax everything. Bringing your feet back to center, bottom back to center. Realign yourself down the middle of the mat to give your knees a hug in. Rock gently side to side. Ground your feet down, lift your bottom, shift it to the right, and let your knees fall to the left. Try to create a right angle at the hips and a right angle at the knees. So really work to stack the hips, shuffling the bottom hip right underneath the top hip. Arms out to shoulder height, palms up. Enjoy this open twist. And some gentle engagement in the core, drawing tummy in, lifting pelvic floor. Exhale as you sweep your top arm up and over, bringing palms to touch. Inhale, opening out into the twist. You might like to turn to look at your back hand. Continue with the breath. So you're getting a lovely twist for the spine, awakening the spine, bringing health and flexibility to the spine, and also a wonderful chest stretch, opening out across the front of the chest as you inhale, bringing in all that lovely oxygen, and a really great outer hip stretch too. Last round, bring everything back to center, give your knees a hug, rocking side to side. Then engaging the core, tummy drawn in, pelvic floor lifted, bring nose towards the knee. Begin to rock forwards and backwards, building up momentum until you have enough to come into squat pose. The elbows nudge the knees apart. It's okay for your heels to be lifted here. Try to keep your bottom down, and lifting the heels helps with that if you've got a little bit of less flexibility in the calf area. Engage your core, lift your pelvic floor. Take a nice breath in, and using the power of your legs, push all the way up to standing. Well done. Have a little paddle for the feet, bringing thumbs to the back of the pelvis, fingertips to the inner hip bones. And then rock forwards and backwards on the feet, but make these nice big rocks so you lift up the heels, coming onto the balls of the feet. Really working the feet and feeling the earth underneath the feet. Making each tilt a little bit smaller each time until your feet are evenly grounded. Feet parallel and inner hip distance apart. On your inhalation, tip your pelvis forward like a bowl spinning out the front. Then exhale, tip it backwards. And find a neutral position so thumbs at the back of the pelvis are level with the fingertips at the front of the pelvis. Circle your shoulders, inhaling them forward and up, and exhale them back and down. Feeling the movements the shoulder blades can make on the back. Let's circle in the opposite direction. Finish with your shoulders down your back and away from your ears. Bring palms to touch. Inhale, arms around and up, gentle back bend, palms to touch. Exhale, diving forward, hinging at the hips. Let your knees bend, belly rest on the thighs. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lift collarbone up and forward. Keep your knees bent and make your back flat like a table. Then exhale, release the belly back to the thighs, round the shoulders. Inhale, hinge at the hips as you come all the way up, sweeping the arms around and up, looking up. And exhale, draw the hands down in front of the heart again. Finding your neutral pelvis, step back on your left foot. Keep the heel raised. So you want to step back a good distance so you have a bit of a challenge here. And lifting your arms up, palms facing in towards each other. High lunge. Your front knee does not overshoot the ankle. You might like to bring your palms to touch. Keep pressing out through the back heel, which remains raised, and both sets of toes are pointing forwards towards the front of the mat. Keep breathing here. Inhale, separating the hands, and exhale as you draw your elbows back and down, poke out your tongue, lion face. Inhale, bringing your arms down by your sides, palms facing outwards, really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, bring your arms up again, taking your left wrist in your right hand. Inhale and exhale as you draw yourself over to the side, still in that lunge balance. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, taking your right wrist in your left hand, drawing yourself over to the right, deep side stretch. Breathe into your right side ribs and inhale back to center. Exhale, elbows together, stick out your tongue, lion face. Inhale, bring your arms down to your sides, palms outwards, still squeezing shoulder blades together. Bring the hands to the hips and exhale as you step forward to the front of the mat. Paddle out your feet and ground them down. Bring palms to touch. Inhale, arms sweep around and up, gentle back bend. Exhale, diving forward, hinging at the hips, let your knees bend, belly rest on the thighs. Inhale, come up to fingertips or hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, release, back down, belly to thighs. Suck tummy in, lift pelvic floor. Inhale, hinging all the way up at the hips, gentle back bend. And exhale, palms to touch in front of the heart. Bring your hands to your hips, make sure you've got your nice neutral pelvis. Step your right foot back. Keep the heel lifted and both sets of toes pointing forwards. Really press out through that back heel, keep the back leg straight. Inhale, arms around and up, fingertips up, palms facing in towards each other. Lift your heart. High lunge. It is a balance. Keep breathing. You might like to bring palms to touch. Lift your heart towards the sky and keep pressing out through that back heel. Inhale and exhale, squeezing your elbows together. Poke your tongue out. Lion face. Inhale, arms come behind you, palms facing outwards. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, sweeping your arms around and up. Take hold of your right wrist in your left hand. Inhale and exhale over into a side lean. Inhale to center. Take your left wrist in your right hand and exhale over into a side lean. Keep balancing, keep pressing out through your back heel. Inhale back to center and exhale, lion face again. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, arms down by your sides, palms out, chest open. Exhale, hands to the hips and step forward to the front of the mat. Paddle out your feet. Bring palms to touch for one more round of our sun breath Vinyasa. Inhale, arms around and up, gentle back bend, looking up. Exhale, diving forward, hinging at the hips, bending at the knees, belly to the thighs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release down. Suck tummy in, lift pelvic floor. Inhale, arms around and up as you hinge up at the hip, palms to touch. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Have a little wiggle and a shake out. I hope you feel awakened and refreshed. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Please do give me a like for this video, leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. Please do head over to catsarayoga.com where you can find my online yoga studio containing classes of various lengths and focuses, both physical and energetic focuses, so there's always something for you there, and there's also longer length classes from 60 to 75 minutes. Thank you again for joining me and for your support, and I shall see you next time.